right here. This is where I want to get. What happens if he's here? How do I get there? I don't want to attack from here. I want my underhook because that dominates. So how am I going to get here from here? Stretch my right leg, bring my knee up and start kneeling on that face. Look at 1, 2. Bring it up. That's where I wanted to be in the first place. Riding here, I have to ride blocking his hips because he cheated and he got his underhook. So I stretch my right leg and bring my knee up. Start finding his. He's going to push my knee. One hand here to block. Right back to where we were. Base here. Once again, Ed won't. He's going. Hold. Keep your arm tucked. Ed's tucking his arm, so I start bringing my knee towards his head. What's he going to do to my leg? He's going to push it away, right? Thanks, Ed. I'm still going to get him with it. You got to use your whole body to set everything up. Especially the better and better the people on the bottom get because they're trickier doing their escape. So I'm going to be mean to them, especially if it's Ed. So he's got his underhook. Stretch, bring my knee up, find his face. When he pushes, this arm comes in first. Now how's he going to get his underhook? Let's go. Get that underhook back. If he pushes me, I go here. He backs up and pulls me, and I come here. He's doing all the work. We're going to use that same kind of idea with side control. All right, let's think about side control. Most of the time, your preferred side control is to have your underhook. And this arm usually ends up somewhere in there. Oh, you have the underhook. That's your preferred side control. That ain't gonna happen. And we're here. Okay? Well, it's easier said than done to pull this arm out of here. And we can do this. But I gotta think about how I'm gonna use it on the street to fight. How am I gonna hit him hard here? And especially this big bully, when he bumps up and goes, you know, bump, bump. Now that's a turn. That's a turn. That's a turn, and you should never turn when I'm underneath your arm. A bump. That's a push. What's a bump? Thank you. Look where I go. Bump. Over here. Look at all the movement. Because where's my where are my bases? And nothing's over here. But I want to hold his head, but when he bumps, I got to make base, and look at all the space I give him. So let's make a base. When we're here, I'm going to tuck it. Now bump into that leg. He bumps right into that leg. Now I got a base here. Plus, oh, I'm going to beat that. I can punch him now. My arm's free to beat on him. And I can start putting my knee here. Make him bring his arm out of there. Yeah, see, that stinks. But I got a base here. So when he bumps me into that leg. And he don't create no space in there. Now look at my hand. What are you going to do? You're going to defend your neck, right? And now, I got a base again. Bump again. Now he ain't got no arms. I love this. Because it makes it easier for me to get this arm. 2, I have a striking hand. And I can take his arms away a lot easier. And he can't create a lot of space. So once we're here, you base your leg out. A lot of times they reach with their hand up there to move your leg. Especially if he bumps and he can't move me. He's gonna reach with his hand up here and try to move my leg. Good. Now I switch, put my base back up. Still got his arm. And I'm here. His neck's exposed and he can't get rid of me. And then he's gonna give me this hold. That's what's gonna happen. And this is also good here, but sometimes you get them flexible guys like that Kiana. That skinny little shit. And he turns and he hooks your leg. And then they pull you and you're like, ah! Well, when you're here, all I'm gonna do is go and get my leg.
Up in there.
No, it's up here. And then as soon as I start messing with you, I back up my leg. 1, 2, I got my base. How are you gonna get out of here?
Stuck.
Yeah, you're in big problems. The base, you got a big problem. Let's try that. See if you can, well, once you have this arm taken out of the picture, and you're here, the Americana, if you don't know, I like to hold my gi here. That way I can keep my head. Is when his arm comes around and we cup, slide the arm down and lift the elbow for the Americana. Once again, cranking on a submission is not important right now, but getting to here would be important. Knowing that I need to get to here and making sure I don't use my thumb because then add even weak A can get out. But what makes him going to bring his arm around is this, but in Jiu-Jitsu we're not allowed to do that. So you can do this. Start bugging his neck, and you got it. That's one. But another one that I love so much because I can leave this hand here is what hand's going to push my knee off? When I'm here and I start doing that, what hand's going to... My arm's right there. What hand's going to take that knee off his face? It surely ain't going to be this one. And ladies, you have to use, every trick you can do to get somebody that's stronger than you. So you start dotting Ed with your knee like that, he's going to bring his arm. Got him. So the whole purpose of being here in the street, you're going to, poke. Unless, if you don't know that, wait, hold on, Ed? If Ed don't know that, he's in big trouble. So I'm going to poke. But, you come in here or here. And that gives me his arm. And I like using my knee because it doesn't tap my arms. So that's the idea on setting up and getting to that position. So work that. You might